MasenCast!
Alright guys, welcome to the podcast. Today we're gonna talk about the amazing transformation that is Super Saiyan 3.
Super Saiyan 3. The most ridiculous transformation to date, I would say.
Ridiculous in what way?
Like, the ridiculous in the way that, like, with every other form, you had, like, golden hair, and then a bit more muscle and the cool things. But with Super Saiyan 3, you had, like, you lose your eyebrows, and then you have, like, hair that goes up to your ass.
Yeah, like if Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3, like in the series, he would look like a hairball. Just like Goten's.
And it's like, but at the same time, Super Saiyan 3 is the one of the more contentions, like the one people kind of have a problem with generally. With Super Saiyan 3, people are warm up to it because, you know, nostalgia plus, it's like how cool it was, how it was introduced. But when you think about it, like, it's among transformation, it's the one of the it's never explained what makes it tick. The at least only thing Goku has going for it is because he was in the afterlife and he must have trained.
Yeah, and like we talked in the Super Saiyan 2 episode, that's like he reached Super Saiyan 2 and 3 there.
Yeah.
Or then I had like an did we call it again? Hypothesis.
Yes.
That Goku had Super Saiyan 2 already in Cell Saga, but didn't go because he wanted Gohan to do it.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Like, the fact is, he did train. Like, but then again, here's the kind of weird thing with that point, is that when Goku and Gohan trained the hyperbolic time jumper and got their full powered Super Saiyan form, they were at that point at equal footing. And then Gohan, the reason he get to Super Saiyan 2 is because of his innate power he had. So he kind of boosted through that. So I think, what I think is that at that point Goku didn't have enough time to become Super Saiyan 2, but he got it soon after.
Yeah, but like imagine like if it's like a snap. How hard would Goku snap if Cell killed Gohan?
I don't know actually.
I would imagine pretty hard.
I can see, yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking that if Gohan didn't, then Goku would.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, who will?
Yeah.
And that brings us back to Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, but with Super Saiyan 3, here's a good explanation. With Super Saiyan 3, it's kind of like the Super Saiyan Rage thing. As in, it kind of comes out of nowhere. And with Trunks, Trunks could have had the same kind of excuse that Goku had with the Super Saiyan 3. If Trunks came to...
Trunks Super Saiyan 3? When?
No, not Trunks Super Saiyan 3. I mean, the way how the Trunks got the transformation was similar to Goku. I think it was kind of... They could have played around with it by introducing the form as something Trunks learned in the future. Because the thing, in the future, he fought against Dabura.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have... They decided not to, but they could have made it a thing where Majin Buu escaped over there.
Yeah.
And you could have made that, and you could have forced Trunks to fight him and become so much stronger. And then when he comes to the present time and with the Goku Black thing, everything would make way more sense. Especially if Trunks had to beat Majin Buu with the Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, and like all that would explain, well, it wouldn't explain why Trunks is so weak, but it would give a reason why Trunks could have gone Super Saiyan 3 against Goku.
Yes.
Because killing androids, killing Cell does not remove Majin Buu.
No.
That's
delayed.
BBD and Bob. Well, I think it doesn't do anything for it.
Well, considering in Majin Buu escaped and thing happened when in the present timeline when Trunks was a kid.
Yeah.
In the future timeline, the Dabura thing happened when Trunks was an adult.
Yeah.
And I think that's specifically because the androids terrorized the future, so there are less people to absorb from. So it took longer. It took longer for Majin Buu to escape.
Yeah, but if Majin Buu existed in the future,
he would have
Then
happened anyway.
Trunks is fucking weak.
The thing is,
Like if we are talking that there are no other time distortions, because it could easily be that there's time distortions that maybe Majin Buu that was given birth was like way weaker.
That's a possibility. But that's the thing that they decided in the future timeline. Trunks was able to defeat Dabura and Babidi before they succeeded.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's how
So
they
Dabura being, well, we don't know again, but assuming that he was as strong as Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again,
and I'm
like,
pretty sure like they didn't show it.
uh-huh.
But I'm pretty sure like there was a complete story thing for Trunks, which I was kind of hoping we would see, because it's kind of like Trunks couldn't most likely turn into Super Saiyan 2, and then Dabura appeared, and there's no way that Trunks could fight him, and clearly he went to train with Supreme Kaizen such, and then he got its power to beat them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like clearly Trunks trained, and I'm not surprised that he would learn like things like the Spirit Bomb and stuff. It's just the story did not put any work into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And back to what I was kind of going with that entire thing. It's like with Super Saiyan 3, they did not explain it. They didn't need to explain it at that time when he appeared as Super Saiyan 3. But it's one of those things we should learn more about it as time goes on.
Yeah, like, especially like, because then you have to make assumptions that, okay, Goku has gotten some really hard training, and then you make Gotenks have Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, and this is the problem in Dragon Ball in general. Everybody's an exception. Literally, like, everyone is an exception. So there's no rules to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for example, Goku becoming a Super Saiyan. How do we know he was clearly an exception because he succeeded at that?
Yeah, but then you have Vegeta, then you have Gohan, then you have Trunks,
and everybody has
Goten.
like a different reason for it.
Yeah.
Because okay, why did Goku become a Super Saiyan, and why no other Saiyan become a Super Saiyan? The explanation at the time was
pure heart,
and rage, which you can explain. Like, okay, maybe pure hearted didn't have, but then Vegeta became a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Like it's just like pure evil. So okay, so later on we realized that you don't. It doesn't matter the heart. That clearly it does matter for somewhat because Saiyans in the past couldn't turn Super Saiyan, but with Gohan had to train Super Saiyan and stuff. That's like and Super Saiyan 2 was an exception again. Super Saiyan Gohan turned into Super Saiyan 2, but he didn't turn into the legitimate way. He was an exception. He had already an innate thing already, and that led to Super Saiyan 2. So he's not an example of how Super Saiyan 2 should work.
Yeah, like especially as we talked, like all the other Super Saiyan 2s are way different from Gohan. Like,
and then
like I would say that Goku and Vegeta are again like similar.
Yeah.
How they got Super Saiyan 2, but then you have
Cauliflower,
Kaba, and Kale that get like.
Yeah. But are they? Here's the thing: are they the exception or are they the rule? Because it's the weird part. Because Goku and Vegeta clearly are not the rule either.
Yeah, like nobody is the rule. Like, because the rule was broken when like Goku or Vegeta, whichever, went first, broke the rule because we thought that it would be like this innate rage boost that you have to unlock in yourself.
Yeah.
But apparently not.
And with Super Saiyan 2, even though we don't know how you turn into Super Saiyan 2, we don't have an actual. We saw Gohan do it, and he's the exception. We can assume Goku and Vegeta are not the exception, but we never see them transform, learning it.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, so we don't know. Like people say about Kale and Cauliflower turning Super Saiyan 2 really easily, but at the same time I have to say, okay, with Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan form, at least we have examples of what people tend to have to go through. With Goten and Trunks being an exception, but with Super Saiyan 2, we have no idea.
Yeah, and then like that even feeds to Super Saiyan 3. We have no idea.
It could be a couple of weeks after being dead in the afterlife. In couple of weeks can lead to a Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, but then how do you explain Gotenks?
But that's the thing. He was clearly an exception again because with him it's like here's Super Saiyan 3. Gotenks just saw Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's
then
my
he
problem.
learned it.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
So, but when you look at Gotenks how he fights, well, you can kind of realize that he kind of he learns. He's clearly good at using ki more than anybody else. Because the fact that he uses Super Ghost Kamikaze and stuff like that, and that's clearly not easy.
Yeah, he's creative.
He's creative. Plus, imagine how much ki control does he have.
And like just spinning on that creativeness, like we'll talk about later. But as we talk about Goku Black,
yeah,
I think like Goku Black and Gotenks are one of the few that were really creative with their ki.
Mm-hmm. Which just raises questions.
Mm.
Like, if Gotenks is that creative, how before like Gotenks, we can assume that changing your features of your ki takes a lot of effort.
Or maybe just imagination.
It could be, but at that point we would have someone. Even if we hadn't like the same amount of imagination that Gotenks has, we would probably have different kinds of people using it.
Well, you could argue like compared to anyone else, like Yamcha's does he call it? Spirit ball?
He makes a ball and then he ki controls moves.
Yeah, like even that is like more imaginative than Seiya Kamehameha.
I know, and Destructo Disc needing to be
yeah, exactly. Destructo Disc is the other one.
Like clearly there are stuff like that. Because like if you use like the movies, add those like Salsa's hand sword.
Yeah,
and
Salsa is the worst one to do it.
Yeah,
first one to do it.
And when you look at that, like, it just seems like, in comparison, it seems like Gotenks has amazing ki control.
Yeah.
And is that because is that Gotenks, or is that the fusion?
Well, we don't know, but let's talk about that in another episode, and let's move to, like, Super Saiyan 3. So, the first time we see it is like, Goku going, like, showing all these transformations he has.
Yeah.
To Babidi and Majin Buu. And it's like, Babidi is being like really foolishly brave and smart. Like, you only changed your hair color.
Yeah.
Great. And then he goes Super Saiyan 3, which is like, at the same time it's the most ridiculous and most amazing minutes of the whole anime that is Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like the most ridiculous being that he like just does shouting for like at least 5 minutes.
Right.
And then you have just random pictures of like King Kai being like really afraid. No, Goku, don't do this. And then you have like, Piccolo being like, has he ascended beyond the level of ascended Super Saiyan? Can you say ascended one more time?
Yeah. But with and I think Super Saiyan 3 has the thing where even though like where it came from, it's kind of like out of nowhere, like for the viewer. Yeah. But it's goddamn, the moment was so cool. It's kind of almost like justified.
Yeah, and the thing I like, but then you said that it didn't happen in the manga, was that the small showing of Uzaru. No, and that didn't happen in the manga. No. And like I wanted to I liked that in the anime, but since it didn't happen in the manga, I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, because like they are deviating so much from the manga that they're introducing like to the viewers that this has something to do with Great Ape when it doesn't.
Mm-mm. That's true. Super Saiyan 3 really doesn't.
Yeah, like the only transformation like that goes further from Super Saiyan 3, like Super Saiyan Blue is further from Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan God is further from Super Saiyan 3, but the only one having to do with Uzaru again, other than becoming the Great Ape, is Super Saiyan 4.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to like it, kind of like, having the white eyes when he went Super Saiyan first time, Goku.
Yeah.
Like, that had to do with going Great Ape because they have only, like, pure red eyes.
Yeah.
So, like, I wanted it, like the Super Saiyan, I wanted it to be a Great Ape thing.
To harken back to...
Yeah, because, like, it's something that Saiyans have.
It's what makes Saiyans Saiyans.
Yeah, well, at least Universe 7 Saiyans.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, that's why I wanted it to be, because then, as Super Saiyan doesn't have to do anything with Great Apes, and Super Saiyan God doesn't have to do anything with Great Apes.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what Super Saiyan God has to do with anything.
Yeah, well, it's a ritual, as we talked about.
Like, think about how weird that is.
Yeah, like you have 5 Saiyans combining together and then suddenly you have a god.
Yeah,
like,
at least with Super Saiyan in Great Ape, it's an evolutionary thing.
Yeah, like you clearly had to be like Golden Great Ape is like a Great Ape going Super Saiyan, right?
Right.
So and then that's like when you control that you
is-
become Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, all of those are linked together, and you can kind of say that they come back from an original point.
Yeah.
So, but with Super Saiyan God, it has this weird thing where why the fuck does that exist?
Yeah, that's why we have a whole episode, maybe even 2, on the Super Saiyan God
Yeah.
before we even touch Super Saiyan Blue.
And with Super Saiyan 3, honestly, with Super Saiyan 3, for me, it was at that point. This is why it should have had an explanation. Because with Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 are kind of like the same form. Super Saiyan 2 is the perfected one.
Yeah.
So you can say that, okay, Super Saiyan 2 is the perfected Super Saiyan, and it makes sense that that's something you could do. But Super Saiyan 3, I doubt would naturally occur.
Yeah, and like if you think about it, like introducing Super Saiyan 1 and 2 the first time, they didn't come out of nowhere.
Mm-mm. Super Saiyan 2 is clearly the thing perfected Super Saiyan.
Like I don't care like how anyone else after that got it. Like it's the same with Super Saiyan. Like everyone else got it in a weird way compared to the first time.
Yeah.
So, but Super Saiyan 3 comes out of nowhere, and apparently no one else. Well, Gotenks, but like without the fusion.
Yeah.
No one else has gone Super Saiyan 3.
Right. Which kind of puts it in that scenario that it's either hard to learn it, but with Gotenks it kind of makes it weird. Or at least they realize it's a bad idea, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense. For Vegeta, for example, he didn't know what Super Saiyan 3 was.
Yeah.
Until like in the Majin Buu arc. And later on, when he said like, "Oh, I'm not gonna bother learning it," it doesn't make sense because regardless of how bad it might be as a form, it's still stronger than Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, like clearly, like Vegeta has changed his standing because clearly a Super Saiyan 3 would still be like the kind of transformation that Super Vegeta was at the time. Like this is the strongest I can get, so let's use this.
Yeah.
But then again, it makes sense that he would think it's bad because he saw Goku being Super Saiyan 3 against Kid Buu.
Yeah,
and he saw like the huge drawback that Super Saiyan 3 has.
Especially when you're alive, which was specifically that book.
Yeah, like it's kind of difficult to like
Well, at least if you remember when he was like fighting Majin Buu the first time.
Yeah.
Like he clearly was able to fight him for a while.
Yeah.
Like, but with Kid Buu, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you a bit," and then. Phew.
Yeah, but like again at that point, like as with anything else, Goku is really taxed at that point.
True.
So like if he was in full power and then being Super Saiyan 3, like maybe he would have beaten Kid Buu.
Also,
as a Super Saiyan 3 without the Spirit Bomb, I would have liked that.
Yeah, and design-wise with Super Saiyan 3, it's the only like Super Saiyan form with like from all the gold ones where the eyes change.
Yeah. Like
and
you don't have a happy looking Super Saiyan 3.
No. And like I don't even mean just the eyebrows and stuff. Like
the
eyes where every Super Saiyan 3 has a different one. And it's one of those things that's like interesting design choice.
Yeah, but then again, the only actual Super Saiyan 3 that we have without any fan theories or without any like other people making it than Toriyama or Toriyama stuff is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like no one else like in Super GT movies has gone Super Saiyan 3 because Gotenks is again a fusion, like it's Trunks and Goten, so like it looking drastically different. Like you can like look like, well, what would Trunks look like as a Super Saiyan 3? What would Goten looks like at the Super Saiyan 3? You can't know. So when they become together as Super Saiyan 3, you have like no idea.
Exactly.
So that's why you can just accept Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 looking like as it does.
Yeah.
Like, just easier that way.
But honestly, with Super Saiyan 3, how Gotenks turn into it, one thing I have to say I like about Gotenks is it's more like because of the fusion, is Toriyama explained how the fusion works step by step with it. Like, it's a fusion dance, you have to keep your keys at the same level, and you have to fuse together in your base, like as a Super Saiyan. Because fusions cannot transform.
But then, again, they could.
That's the interesting part. Is it because, like, when you think about it, the reason why Goku and Vegeta and people could transform is because they had, like, their background, like, what, the motivation, how they turned into a Super
So
Saiyan.
maybe like he
Maybe
was going with the explanation that the original race that did the fusion dance, like Goku learned it from. Maybe like they didn't have any transformations, and that was their way to get stronger.
Right. So it could be like Saiyans are not meant to fuse.
Well, yeah, Saiyans are not meant to do instant transmissions either.
True. But I understand. I like the fact that Goten had to learn to turn into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And it adds more rules to it.
Yeah, like it would add like fusion. Like Gotenks is his own being.
Yeah. So he has to come up with things on his own.
Yeah.
He has probably his own moves and stuff. But with Super Saiyan 3, I kind of... With Gotenks, because of how the fusion works, and plus clearly Gotenks is shown to have so much energy. So for me, him being able to generate enough energy to turn Super Saiyan 3 works for me.
Yeah.
Like I can say that, okay, he can turn into a Super Saiyan 3. I get it based on what we have seen the fusion do.
Mm-hmm.
And Gotenks Super Saiyan 3, I liked how he fought against Super Buu and stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that, I did a whole episode on. So we're recording this after I did that episode, but whether this goes before that or after that, we don't know. But anyways, like the only thing that why I can't accept Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is that they made it so that he doesn't beat Super Buu. Because the powers don't add up, and that's like, my biggest gripe with it, like, how did Super Buu become this strong?
It's weird.
Like,
it is weird.
Because he, we'll do a podcast on it, but, like, how does he suddenly, because, like, clearly Super Saiyan 3 Goku could fight against the Fat Buu, the original Buu that had both the evil and good inside him. But how does Super Buu just suddenly, like, have more power than Fat Buu?
That's the question. Because the fact is, evil Buu, the one really skinny one that comes out of Buu, was stronger than the fat one.
Yeah.
And necessarily...
How?
Yeah. And then when the skinny one ate the fat one, he got a power boost from that.
Yeah, again, how?
Exactly. It doesn't... It's one of those weird things. Cool. Regardless of what we think, Super Buu is way stronger than the fat one.
Yeah, he is, but like, again, and no explanation how.
But at the same time, the fat one, the Kid Buu, the original one, is weaker than Super Buu.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this weird thing where, like, what's happening there? So it's kind of,
Yeah, I don't... doesn't... Super Buu's power and Gotenks Super Saiyan 3's power both don't add up.
True.
But,
so, before we go to Dragon Ball Super, let's use the Dragon Ball movies a bit when it comes to, like, Super Saiyan 3 representation. And with the Super Saiyan 3, they appeared in, like, Janemba, the movie.
Yeah.
And the Hirudegarn movie.
Yeah.
Wrath of the Dragon.
Yep.
Man, I have to say I love how the Janemba thing happened with Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, but, like, again, like, Janemba is crazy strong because he was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Yeah, but...
And, again, a dead Goku, so that, supposedly unlimited stamina.
That's true, but what I said I liked about it is how Goku turned into Super Saiyan 3 is treated as grandiose as it should be. Like the sky becomes blue, he does the really powerful scream of charging up and turning Super Saiyan 3, and he destroys the yellow Janemba.
Yeah.
And then, he's not strong enough to beat his second form. Super Janemba. But the fact that that they build up Goku to be, no, this is not a joke. This is Super Saiyan 3.
Mm.
So I like that. What I don't like about in Dragon Ball is like in what they did in like Dragon Ball Super. But before we get there, what do you think about the Wrath of the Dragon, where Goku decided like, you know what, this movie is taking too long, Dragon Fist.
Yeah, like exactly like to go a bit off. Like, we'll do a movie review, as we've already done on a few, and we will do more. Like, in Wrath of the Dragon, I really wanted it to be Trunks.
Yeah, at least in some way, yeah.
like clearly Trunks was already going ham on Hirudegarn, and suddenly Goku is like, no, it's my turn. Like, when has it been not your turn?
It's always your turn. Even when it's Resurrection F, like, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Like, when he killed... Like, I can't ever get over the fact that he just decided, like, Vegeta's beating, like, Frieza. And then Goku's like, kill steal.
Yeah. Yeah, but exactly, like, that isn't a good moment for Super Saiyan 3. Like, it could easily be any form.
It was
like, it doesn't matter. Like, it was Trunks' moment, and it should have been Trunks' moment, so...
Yeah. So, I wanted to point these out specifically, because this is something I don't like what they do in Dragon Ball. They de-emphasize something happening in previously.
Yeah.
Like, completely. Like, not... No, this is just better. That's one thing. Like, clearly, like, Janemba, the movie. Yeah? Like, clearly, like, Janemba is a good proof of this, that even if Super Saiyan 3 will lose, you can still make it cool. Like, by having it be hyped up and shown why it should be impressive. But with, like, what did they do, like, with Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball Super? Where we just saw, like, Beerus just flicking it.
Yep.
Which... Really? Was that necessary?
Yeah, no.
Like, they say, oh, Beerus is so strong, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but so was Janemba. And Janemba didn't flick Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, but clearly Janemba is weaker than Beerus.
He is, but did it matter? Remember, think about if let's say Beerus was as strong as Janemba, would that make Beerus any less of a threat? Really? Because the thing is, like... Goku couldn't beat Janemba, and Goku couldn't beat Beerus if he was as strong as Janemba.
Yeah, but Beerus has to be, like, crazy strong, you know?
But
he's the god of destruction.
Yeah, but him being able to fight against Super Saiyan 3, beat him, is crazy strong. Like,
at that point, but then again, like, I think they had already, like, decided that Super Saiyan God and Blue will be a thing. So, like, if Beerus was only as strong to, like, that he has to actually fight to beat... Super Saiyan 3, then...
But at the same time, you could always do this. You can always make it so that... Like, I call it the Golden Frieza thing. Where we've seen Goku and them getting stronger in their rate. And Beerus has been sleeping for the most of his time. So you could just say that if he ever feels threatened, he trains
like he's rusty.
He'll get out of the rust, and when he decides to do that, he's already stronger.
Yeah.
Like, you could play around with it. What I mean is that I don't see a benefit when you completely job out of form.
Yeah, and then they, like, you know, made Super Saiyan 3 again a bit relevant to, like, you know, show Trunks that maybe not all hope is gone, because, like, Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and blocks Trunks' attack, and then, you know, beats him with one punch.
That's cool for Super Saiyan 3, but, like,
Well, not really, because
no.
Trunks should be stronger for it to look cool.
True. Trunks should be... But, like, exactly, like, when it comes to, like, Beerus, I know what they were trying to do. That Beerus is so much stronger than Goku that he can flick him and he loses. But the problem with that is specifically what happens in Dragon Ball Super later on after that point. When Goku gets Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, there is no reason to use anything else. Yeah, and that's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Like, they could have easily... The thing is, I don't know about you, but if the Super Saiyan 3 versus Beerus fight, even if Beerus was playing around, was similar to the Super Janemba fight with Super Saiyan 3, I would have enjoyed so much of it.
Yeah, of course, because there would have been a fight.
Yeah, and you could have, and let's say Goku becomes a Super Saiyan God. The Super Saiyan God doesn't need to be that much stronger than Super Saiyan 3. Even if it's a little bit stronger, it makes it worth it.
Yeah, especially if it doesn't have the stamina drawback.
Exactly. So it doesn't need to be that much stronger.
Yeah.
So, and plus, by making Super Saiyan God so much stronger, you make it even harder for any other character to close it to it. Because here's the thing, you could somehow justify characters being as strong as Super Saiyan 3 after a bit, because Super Saiyan 3 is still a mortal thing.
especially like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that was in the Buu arc. Like, of course, the present Super Saiyan Goku, like in Super, is stronger.
Yeah.
But, like, as strong as Majin Buu Super Saiyan 3.
Because, like, Super Saiyan 3 clearly is still a mortal thing.
Yeah.
So you could still justify that. other character, Piccolo, could come up with something or stuff like that. But now it's harder because it's not just a mortal thing; it's a god thing. So now, could you believe someone who isn't a god just can become as strong as a god? Like you could somehow bullshit it, but it's harder, isn't it?
Yeah, like why didn't we get a god Namekian?
Right. Why are Saiyans the gods?
Yeah.
Like,
or
what
these
sense
cat
that make?
things or whatever.
Yeah, but what sense does it make?
Yeah.
Like
no.
Namex were the ones connected to the Super Dragon Balls,
Yeah.
and why aren't they? Shouldn't they be the first one? Like, shouldn't Beerus be that I need to fight a super god Namekian?
Well, it clearly wouldn't make Goku relevant.
But fuck Goku.
Yeah, for
Like,
once.
At this point, like Goku, you got enough pushes. You got pushed enough. You can take a back seat for a bit.
Yeah.
But like in Dragon Ball Super, after that we never see Super Saiyan 3 again until like Gotenks is back. And what did they do with that? Oh,
just beamed again.
Right. And what did that benefit anymore?
Nothing.
Exactly.
It just shows that no one else can solve problems other than Goku.
Right. And then like they said, oh yeah, Caulifla has learned Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2, sure. And then she's like, Goku's like, oh, you should learn Super Saiyan 3, and I'm just sitting there. Why are you telling her to learn Super Saiyan 3? What will she benefit from that? Like at this point, you know Goku could just give her the God Key. Like at that point, because you can clearly learn to get God Key without the ritual. And if
you mean Vegeta?
That's clearly a thing you can do. Goku and Vegeta are aware of it, and they could train them to get it.
But at that point, they can't really train. They don't have the time, probably.
I'm pretty sure, like, unless there's a new threat that comes to really quickly that they have to prepare for, I think they could.
I mean, in the Tournament of Power.
No, after it.
Yeah, exactly.
After it, I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so it's one of those things. Is like, I know why they're doing. They're doing for the audience, because obviously after Super Saiyan 2 is Super Saiyan 3, and after Super Saiyan 3 it's Super Saiyan God, even though that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because they're not like consecutive. Things like you could easily become Super Saiyan God without ever going Super Saiyan.
Right. So it's one of those, and Super Saiyan 3 is not treated well.
So that's why I like just now came up with that. Why do they call it Super Saiyan God? Why isn't it just Saiyan God? Yeah. What makes it super?
Yeah. And
because then you have the problem that when the God goes Super Saiyan, it's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Also, why would there be a term Super Saiyan God? Like, I don't mean like as in, like I mean literally like Super Saiyan and God. They clearly exist Super Saiyan. They have the legend of the Super Saiyan.
Yep.
And the legend of the Super Saiyan and the legend of the Super Saiyan God are not the same legend.
Yeah.
So why would they consider, like, for example, if Super Saiyan God was something Goku went to against Frieza, would it be called Super Saiyan God or just Super Saiyan?
Or just Saiyan God?
Like, yeah. Like, the term Super Saiyan God doesn't make sense that much.
Yeah. But to, like, we've clearly summed up the Super Saiyan 3 for Z and Super, so GT.
I like GT how they treated Super Saiyan 3 in that one.
Yeah, like, because Goku is a kid.
Yeah, and that's why it's harder for him. But even then, it's still considered like a powerful form.
I mean, it's still powerful, but Goku can never deliver the blows that he wants to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is, I think, it's treated well. And the first opponent I've kind of played around with that form is Baby. And in that voice, we could say that if Goku was adult, he could probably fight Baby way better.
I would think that, then Baby Vegeta, if he stayed in his first form without, doing something like janky and going Super Baby 1.
Yeah.
I think Baby Vegeta, like, as we think that is a Super Saiyan, would lose to Super Saiyan 3 Goku if Goku was an adult.
I think I could believe that.
Because then again, you have 10 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
10 years between
and clearly
Majin Buu, so there's 10 years of Goku training. We know that Goku will be training.
Yeah. And, well, yeah, exactly. And but after that, Super Saiyan, the moment Super Saiyan 4 was introduced, Super Saiyan 3 never reappeared again.
Yeah, but then again, why would you?
Yeah, but that's something I would say is a problem in Dragon Ball in general. They don't give. They're like bad trading card games. Because in trading card games and in video games in general, you give different powers, drawbacks, and benefits. So there's a reason to use one over the other depending on the situation.
Yeah, but like their problem that they had with Super Saiyan 3, they gave it too many drawbacks.
They gave him too many. Well, the only way that drawbacks could work is if they never introduced a form that's more powerful than it. Just better one. Like for example, if Super Saiyan God was weaker than Super Saiyan 3, but way stronger than Super Saiyan 2, and you could have the health recovery. Like with that, it's so much better than that Super Saiyan 3 form.
Yeah.
In a long fight. And you could make it so that and you could have fixed it by saying, okay, Super Saiyan 3 is so strong and could fight against Beerus, but because he's losing so much ki, he can't fight Beerus for long and he will lose.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God is weaker than Super Saiyan 3, but he can recover his health. So he can fight Beerus against Beerus a really long time. Like if they tried, they could make it work.
Yeah, but they didn't. So
yeah. At this point, before ending this, let's talk about all of the non-canon Super Saiyan 3s.
Ah, those there are many.
And
basically every Saiyan.
Almost every Saiyan.
Yeah, like apart from the Universe 6 guys.
And plus, Nappa and.
Well, yeah,
stuff like that.
All the Saiyans that are still alive and not from Universe 6.
What do you think about Bardock Super Saiyan 3?
I mean, in general, Bardock...
In Xenoverse, for people who don't know, Bardock he was the masked Saiyan.
Yeah.
He had the mask that boosted his power, and he got artificially stronger.
Yep.
But when he kind of lost the mask, he turned into a Super Saiyan 1. When he got angry, but then Super Saiyan 2 pretty quickly, and then Super Saiyan 3 right after that.
Yeah.
And as consecutively.
Yeah. It's... Yeah.
The assumption, the way it looks like is the fact that what they were going with is that Bardock is, because of the artificial power boost and stuff, Bardock is full of ki. So when he becomes like a Super Saiyan, he just has enough ki in his reserves that just to push himself to the Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but that just debunks that. Well, it's basically the same thing as Gotenks. It's the amount of ki and not training or anything.
Yeah, I think that's what at least for now, that's what it seems to be.
Yeah, and then all the say Dokkan, because we play Dokkan battle. Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, with being the Trunks that has the jacket.
Yeah, the future Trunks.
And the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's
in Dragon Ball Heroes, the reason Trunks has Super Saiyan 3 is because of the Majin Buu. Because the Majin Buu thing happened, and Trunks had to get stronger, and then he got the Super Saiyan 3 form.
So maybe, Majin Buu happens in Super, but it's never shown. It happens in the future timeline.
It could be it didn't happen yet.
Yeah. And then you have the Teen Gohan that goes Super Saiyan 2.
Silly.
That would go Super Saiyan 3. That there's no way that would add up without time distortion.
Yeah. Now
I can accept an adult Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. That I can give. But a teen? No.
What I find the most interesting is the Super Saiyan 3 Broly.
Yeah. Go on.
Because honestly, that's the most interesting Super Saiyan 3 other than, the original. Because with that one, with that Super Saiyan 3, for example, the hair color, it's more green than the legendary Super Saiyan form is. And it's more muscular. But it's not considered a Super Saiyan 3. Legendary Super Saiyan 3. It's just considered Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, well, there's always, the same problem as we talked about. Some people will call it the super form, some people will call it the ultra form. You can give different names.
But with ultra form and stuff like that, that's a fan name.
Yeah.
And it's the super forms is actual
Yeah,
name
but
for
Super
it.
Saiyan 3 is Super Saiyan 3 Broly is not like non-fan thing.
Oh, yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Well, it's not canon thing that we know,
Yeah.
but it's still like the most official thing because it's from the company. In that way.
Yeah, but
So it's kind of like to think about this way, like they for whatever reason they created Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and they decided to just call it Super Saiyan 3. Which I found it's the same weird thing with Kale's Super Saiyan 2.
like can Super Saiyan 3 Broly control himself?
No.
Okay,
Clearly.
so then it should be just a legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly.
Yeah, but it's the same with like Kale and her controlled form.
Yeah.
I get what they're going for, but the thing is that it doesn't make sense to just call it Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan.
No.
But it's still different. It's still the green tint to it and everything. So he's still a legendary type berserk.
Like
form.
I think they kind of ruined it because they clearly just wanted to bring, Broly somehow to Super, and then they made it so that when you control yourself, you become Super Saiyan 2, and it's like
I think they would I mean, they could have just made it so that the self-controlling one is an in-between form between Super Saiyan 1 and the legendary one. Because that's what it looks like. It's the same legendary hair, but you see your eyes and you're not Super Saiyan. You're like an in-between the two.
yeah, but does it have lightning?
What?
Remember the the difference between Super Saiyan 1 and 2
I
is
know, but
sharper hair and lightning.
Yeah, but what I mean is like that's what they should have done with it.
Yeah.
And make it so legendary is a form beyond that. But like legendary Super Saiyan 3, or Super Saiyan 3 of Broly, I like that form. It's the most intimidating form I've seen. It's a natural progression of the legendary form.
So what would legendary Super Saiyan Broly look like if he went Ultra or Super form, whatever you want to call that?
That's a good question. That's a weird thing. Like, yeah.
Like it's the same thing. Let me just throw this here, and then we'll talk about it later. Like, what would Nappa look like as a super form in a Super Saiyan? Nappa, like remember, Nappa is the
form. At least super form, you could see a clear distinction with Nappa being really bulky.
Yeah, like Nappa would look like he's on some really good steroids.
The question is, the better question, like with Super Saiyan, is that fine with Super Saiyan 2, Nappa wouldn't have hair.
Yeah, but
with Super Saiyan 3,
but the most important question: would he have a golden mustache?
Yes, he would have that. But the question is, if he goes Super Saiyan 3, does he get a bigger beard?
Well, he doesn't have a beard in the first place.
So mustache. Sorry, does he get a bigger one?
He would probably have a Viking mustache.
Or does Super Saiyan 3 all facial hair disappear and not just eyebrows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Like, you don't have an example.
Like, it's the same thing, like how you would ask, if Super Saiyan 3 grows hair, then the official hairball would be Super Saiyan 3 Raditz.
That's true.
But
with, are there other Super Saiyan 3 to note? Well,
no.
The only one,
we touch Dragon Ball Heroes, so whatever the name of the main two Saiyans of Dragon Ball
Beat
Heroes.
and Note.
Yeah, like they go Super Saiyan 3 as well,
Well,
right?
they turn into every form.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
Guess you just need to mention those and then move on.
Yeah, only one to take a note is baby Vegeta's in his transformation, because they're clearly reminiscent of Super Saiyan forms.
Yeah, because clearly the baby Vegeta with the white hair is a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And then Super Baby 1.
If you count in forms, they coincide with the Super Saiyan form.
Yeah.
Be 1, 2, and 3.
But they look so different. Like suddenly he has armor.
Yeah, he gets the armor, that spike. And then the Super Baby 2 loses eyebrows.
Yeah,
but doesn't get hair. But doesn't get.
Yes, it's clearly like the Super Baby 1 gone Super Saiyan. Like, if you think about it. But because it's Baby and Vegeta, and then there's some sort of ritual between Tuffles. I don't think it's comparable to Super Saiyan.
Probably true. Yeah.
Super Saiyans, yeah.
Yeah, and with with Super Saiyan 3, it's among the forms that has the least to talk about. Like,
Yeah, because it has the least going for it, but we've still been going strong for 44 minutes.
yeah,
So,
I think at this point, I think.
but a lot of digressions. So let's
Yeah.
wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We did because we digressed a lot. All applicable links can be found down below in the description. Please send us an email for your podcast idea. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Maybe we already have. And we'll see ya next time.
See ya.